All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. There is no escape!
Hey, what's up? Just fixing the back end game before it says I'm playing Legend of Zelda or something.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
What's up, noob? What's up, noob? Who is gonna echo?
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
I don't know if I've done a Sunday night no resin hangout session. This might be my first one on the weekend, right? Who's hanging out on the weekend with no resin, no plans? Oh, you know what we should do? Probably use my Hu Tao, which she kind of not great at the moment. Wait, I lied. I have a little bit of resin. It's Monday. Oh yeah, you're in Hong Kong or something. Where are you from? I don't know where you're at. Well, first thing we're gonna do is get rid of this fucking resin. No one. I think resin, I swear to God, it's just. Oh, New Zealand. Okay. Well, you know, good day, mate. Y'all say good day in New Zealand? Something like it. Alright, so here's the deal with my Hu Tao. One, she used to use, and that better says, she used to use 4-piece Shimenawa. Then, what I realized was that I find the Hu Tao Xingqiu team, like, I don't know how to put this, really boring. Like, boring as fuck. So instead, what I want to do is just do more of a burst team here. I'm trying to figure out like a good squad. This seems like a decent team with my most questioning character here being Diona. Now, I don't know how I feel about Diona on this team. She is C6, but Hu Tao never gets the elemental mastery from it. Because in case you're unaware, see the elemental mastery increase by 200%, 200 when the HP is above 50%. It's the anti-fucking Hu Tao constellation, meant to just fuck Hu Tao, apparently. So, Dina's mostly here, obviously it's the shield, heals is necessary. The cryo resonance is good, so basically what I have here is like, it can function as a... I mean, right, you recognize this team, right? If you just took out Hu Tao and you threw in Venti and you got your Ayaka Morgana comp, right? So throwing in Hu Tao is kind of a I don't know. It's a Hail Mary looking for a more interesting team comp. I would say that the Venti team obviously works. It's also just not that fun. I don't find permafreeze that fun. Um, I think it's obviously effective. It's just oh shit, lizard. I got him. Okay. Uh, what I do like though is again like kind of the mix here. So you have Mona who can buff. You have right Ayaka can throw on the freeze. You can run this as a freeze team, right? Which is Mona and Diona. And Ayaka, and basically ignore Hu Tao except to just kind of finish off with a burst. So you have that, and then you can kind of do a pretty makeshift Hu Tao Wave team, right? By dropping that and then swapping to Hu Tao. You're not gonna get full on Waves like you would with Shinshu, but you can get a couple in. So I feel like there's like a decent team here. I don't know. This isn't the best dungeon for it, but what I'm at now is I need to get a 4-piece set for Hu Tao. I have a decent 2-piece set, but I need to get 4 before I can really make a decision here, I think. What's up, Scarlet? It's a lot of A's. So we gotta run this a couple times. Waste my resin. Then I want to catch up on the event. See if that's any fun. My guess is it sucks. And then if people are down, we can do some co-op. I'll tell you what, I was doing some co-op earlier, and I mentioned this in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you should be. What's up, Brad? I was playing with a new player, and the whole goal was just like, can we top his highest damage? And that is a lot of fun for me. So if anyone wants to do that, hit me up later in the stream. Let's do it. But first, let me use a not super good. You knock out this bullshit quick.
Take flight.
Oh, what?
Written in the stars.
You got Toma?
Whirling snow.
Are you building Toma? Are people building Toma? Is that something y'all are doing?
My apologies.
And are you doing a Toma Hu Tao team?
Sakura swirl.
Yeah. I don't know if he's worth it. To be honest.
Look at you, Bootown.
I was using Yanfei instead.
Fate is upon you.
And that was just oh, okay.
Take flight.
So no, you have Toma but no Hu Tao. Is that right? Who are you melting though? Like Toma doesn't do that much damage. So what you're gonna mostly do is, I mean, like, I can throw him on to show. It's not built, but I just feel that there's not like a lot that you're gonna be able to do with it. Like, Ayaka isn't gonna be able to reverse melt a lot, and then if you were to like forward melt, Toma can't forward melt every hit, and he doesn't do a lot of damage. Come on, give me something good. I guess Hu Tao could wear that, huh? Right? No, I'm gonna keep the HP one on. so far, the obvious team comp that people mention is Toma with Hu Tao. I think Yoimiya is a good option. Maybe. I think who else? I mean, just not that much. Like.
Delve into destiny. Whirling higher, higher, pants on fire. Sketch. Written in the stars. Shadows of fate. Kamisato art. Sometsu.
Alright, we did it. Has anyone in the chat, and there's only a few people watching, has anybody built their Toma yet? Hu Tao, Toma, Shinshu, Diona. Okay, that works. But then, why do you need Toma if you have Diona? Right? Like, what is Toma doing for you there? Healing bonus? Oh my gosh. Dude, I want to show you guys. I think this is like my 5th fucking defense item. Like, oh my god. Hu Tao, Toma, Xinqiu. The team you would normally do is that, but instead of Diana, you would use like Sucrose. So you want... We can try, but I'll try it after this. My assumption is Toma doesn't apply Pyro enough to allow Hu Tao, or sorry, Ayaka to reverse melt enough.
My apologies.
So I think you're just gonna end up with like just not a lot of reactions. There's nothing to do here. Like I just don't think you're gonna get a lot of reactions. I think you're gonna get like every once in a while a forward melt, and like not even that often. I think is what you're gonna get. A forward melt of Toma is not gonna be that much, right? Especially. Probably going to be a shield bot, right? You're probably going to have him built not for damage, but for HP. I mean, I guess if you were using like fucking, I don't know, like Staff of Homa on him or something. Like maybe you could get him to like do damage, but he just doesn't have very good multipliers. Most people are building him with like a Pavonia Spear, which I think is the right move. He needs like 200 energy recharge.
Shadows of fate.
She'll break so easily, both Toma and... Well, okay, so their shields don't stack. So are you just using it as, like, when one breaks, you get the other one? To me, that seems like you should just... Maybe you should just invest a little bit more. Oh, no. That's so sad. So hang on, it's breaking even with Shinshu? Because Shinshu is offering you damage reduction, which will stack with shields. Can I get one good piece? Oh my god. We got resin for one more. it, but then we'll try out. So let me do this one more time, and then we'll test out a little bit of Ayaka Toma, and test my hypothesis that what you're gonna get is like every like second or third Toma proc, you'll get a forward melt on his burst, which will hit for like nothing because he just doesn't do a lot of damage, which would make that team like not very good. Yeah, and I should be using what Black Task to get that slime damage, huh?
Sakura swirl. Let me scribe. Written in the stars. Whirling snow. Go can't handle your dreams.
Oh, what's up, Rem?
Shadows of. My apologies. Take flight. Let me scry. Fate is upon you. Whirling snow.
Only normal what? Only normal what?
To destiny.
I think I missed something on that. Okay, here we go. Last of my resin. Let me catch up. So we'll try out the. We'll throw Toma on this team quick. I've seen people talk about again Toma with Mona, but that's dead in the water in my opinion. Again, so what you want to use Toma for, I think, is just pyro application, which is what the whole point for the Hu Tao team is, right? So for those who don't know, there's a really common Hu Tao team where you would do something like
sounds good to me.
This Xingqiu.
Knowledge guide you.
And then, well, let me put this another way. So I don't have, but so one common team is this.
What shall we do?
And then where Noel is, I'll throw as a placeholder, or Ningguang.
Let's make haste.
This would be Albedo. So this team, right, is a common Hu Tao team. The other team people want to run is a team like this,
let's head off.
where you want a pyro to swirl with Kazuha or Sucrose. But Hu Tao can't do it without wasting her skill. So what you'd often see is Amber here, and this is kind of the whale team people describe it as, because what you're using is Elegy, which very, very few people have. I had before. I think more people have it now, but I just got it. You typically want a C6 just for the extra attack. You want to throw on Noblesse or Instructor, but then again, the main point is that you want to apply Pyro, swirl it, right? So that when Hu Tao goes, she's got the Pyro buff. So what people like Toma for on this team is that he just applies Pyro and he gets the shield, right? So that all makes sense.
Where are we headed this time?
I think I'm going to make a video about this, because I actually was already working on this. I had already done this, I think, in a stream. But here's the problem with this, okay? So with this team here, there's a couple of problems, in my opinion. So one, if Toma's a new character, and that means you gotta somehow invest in a new character, and if you have been getting new fucking characters, you got a whole new character you gotta build. So that's problem one. Two, he ends up stealing vaporizes from Hu Tao every once in a while. And that's like not a huge deal. Like who's min-maxing, you know? Like I'm not saying like anyone here is min-maxing to the point where that matters a ton. But it's like, okay, is there another option, right? So that's what Amber does, right? Amber isn't stealing any vaporizes, right? Her burst is done in 2 seconds. Plus, you can actually double or quadruple vaporize Shu with with her. The other option is Yanfei, and this is the
Ready for
thing.
trial.
That's the thing. You already had Yanfei the whole time. You got C4 Yanfei? And actually, it's funny, right? So you look at these artifacts. I have been planning to build Toma the whole time. I planned. I have a set for him. Okay, it's got HP, the right 2-piece millilith, 2-piece emblem for the ER and for the HP. And look, I even had a crit. I had a crit helmet. Okay, because my plan was like he would have enough HP and it'd be fine. But what we needed a crit for was the Favonia spear, right? Oh, where the fuck is he? He's probably way over here. Yeah. Right? So you need a little bit of crit. So I had artifacts ready to go for him. But then what I realized was, like, what is he bringing that, like, Yanfei can't? Now looking at Yanfei, now the only problem I have with Yanfei is that I R5'd the prototype Amber, okay? Because I use it with Lisa. So imagine this, but don't R5 it because you actually don't want more heals with your Hu Tao team. But getting a little bit of extra healing plus the HP scaling for her shield is good. I've done a video on Shieldbot Yanfei, but like it's better than you think, right? Because again, it's the benefit that Toma brings is he applies Pyro. But so does Yanfei, and then she doesn't steal the vaporizes. Plus, you don't have to build another character if you already had Yanfei. Plus, like, let's say there's a fucking Spectre out there. Now you got a ranged character. And not only do you have a ranged character, but you have a character that can break ore. Right? If you aren't aware of this, Yanfei's charge attacks are heavies. They're like claymores, right? So you lose that aspect from Toma. Like you can, if you get a Geo Shield, she can break this shit. Look at that. Toma can't break shields. This Geo shit.
Motion to compel.
Yanfei can. Now the other option is Xinyan, of course. But Yanfei's shield is actually better than Xinyan. But you can trade that off. Like, having the Claymore is nice. You could throw on Wolf's Gravestone or something and get more support, more damage bonus. Like, so she's not really bringing, like, a lot more utility. Now, you could use Thrilling Tales, but the rotation is going to be kind of... Like, what you're going to end up mostly doing is buffing your Kazuha or your Sucrose. You really want to use Thrilling Tales with Sucrose instead. But you could, if you really like didn't want any heals, then just buff your Kazuha. Just go for it. Or you could use Favonia's Codex for if you need more battery for whatever reason. Or you could even throw on Sacrificial Fragments, get more battery, or Widsith if you just want like a little bit more burst damage. Doesn't really matter. I think this prototype Amber is the way to go. But like, so you got like all this extra utility. And as like a funny bonus, not that you need it because they only grow in 2 places. But again, we're just, I don't know if they're growing back here. They might, they're probably not. But as a funny bonus, Yanfei can find the silk flowers for Hu Tao on the map. Like, who's the fucking shooter for Hu Tao? Like, what? It's perfect. She shows even Hu Tao's, like, leveling materials. And I think... And she uses the same leveling up materials as Hu Tao for the Primo Geovishap, I think, if I remember right. Pretty sure that's true. So for me, it's like, and the funny thing about it is, like, let's say you like didn't want to use, or, like, didn't change your weapon or change your gear, and swap out Hu Tao and put Bennett in, and now you have a main DPS Yanfei, right? I usually just don't see the value in Toma, for that reason. Right, and your rotation would be like basically you would burst with Xinqiu. You'd swap to Yanfei, drop her skill, burst, and probably a charge attack to apply Pyro. Then swirl with Kazuha. And then attack with Kazuha and apply Hydro, then infuse Kazuha's burst with Hydro. Then swap to Hu Tao. Right? It's the exact same thing you would do with Toma. To double swirl with Kazuha. So... there's really nothing that Toma does that Yanfei doesn't, except for the uptime on the shield is a little bit better on Toma. But other than that, I mean, it's not... I mean, again, I'll just show... this is not the best build for shield bot Yanfei. Because, again, you could throw on an HP helmet, but she's got a crit one on because that was the Toma build I was going for. But I'll just show you. Like, it could take some hits. You need C4 Yanfei, which I think a lot of people have now. Before they have like C4 Toma, which is what you really need. Alright, let's see what we take. We take the full missile barrage. Just fine. And the stomp. And the clap. I mean... and then the shield's gone. Like, that is beefy. What else do you need? How much more shielding do you need? It's enough. And again, this is not even... again, this is not... okay, so that's... right? Like, again, like, that's not even with an HP helmet. It's ER, HP, crit. Like, you could run... if you don't need the, if you don't need the energy recharge, maybe like an energy recharge weapon, you could throw on HP. You can throw on all HP, really. Hopefully you need a little bit of energy, probably. Which doesn't generate a ton of particles, but then again, like, neither does Toma. But the thing that Toma doesn't get that she does is the ability to use, like, sacrificial fragments. So she can, like, have more options for energy recharge than Toma. Right? So, I mean, to me the choice is clear. Like, that's why my Toma is still level 1. It's not because I, like, hate Toma. It's just, like, he's just kind of obsolete, like, already. Like, he just doesn't bring that much more than Yanfei. And again, it was like, if I just wanted to, I mean, she's not really built for damage, but, like, I could just... now I can attack from range, and she's driving Xingqiu. I mean, like, what, Toma isn't doing that, you know what I mean? I just, like, you know, again, I said it in the Discord, and I mean, people have other ideas, so I don't want to, like, repeat all my stuff, but, like, if people have found a use, great. I'm not trying to say don't use Toma. I'm a big fan of using characters that you like. I'm also a big fan of trying to find the use case for characters that are, like, kind of overlooked and people don't like them a lot. That's why I use, like, Healer Lisa. But, like, Toma, it's just... I just don't really see the value. Maybe, again, once you have, like, C6, he's bringing a little bit more, he's getting a little bit more damage. But, like, 15%? Is that... worth it? I mean, everything else is just shield, you know? His damage is pretty insignificant. What's up? So again, it's already, if you have C4 Yanfei, she's been on a number of banners, but let me try, we were going to try this out.
Kamisato Ayaka, present.
Let's throw out Toma. Toma, where are you
headed
at?
this time?
So again, the goal, I guess I might as well throw on, like, at least get him to, like, level 20. Let me get my... What's up, Hello God? Here we go.
Really?
Get him to, like, level 40. Oh, yeah, let me get my wish. That's gonna definitely be a 5-star. Oh my god, I'm flat out of Mora. There you go. We can fix that. Okay. Let's go into 40. Okay, let's get on to 40. And then that's good enough. Okay, I'm gonna throw on those artifacts from Yanfei. What is she wearing? It's not gonna be great, but it'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. Yanfei. I wish you could just swap artifacts, like, instead of trying to, like, look for the right head here. Okay. Yanfei. Okay, Yanfei. And Yanfei. Okay. So now we got like 200 ER. Okay, 15,000 HP. It would be like, I don't know, 30 something. A weapon, level 1. Doesn't matter. Our goal here is just to test out how the melt would work, right? So, let's find an enemy. First, let me get my burst back. So we were talking about, so the thought process would be like, are you trying to melt Toma? Like, let's see how often we could even do that if that was the goal. Okay. I'd probably throw on like Bennett just to get his burst back quicker, right? Oh shit, I can't. My Bennett's D6, that would fuck up Ayaka. Okay, this will be fine.
Don't get too close.
No, my sword. Boom, boom.
Check this out.
Okay.
Supporting fire.
Take flight.
Yeah, okay, so it seems like if you're doing that, he is melting most of his hits because of the delay. She has an insanely long delay on her charge attack. So it is forward melting. So if you wanted to build DPS Toma, you could. But that's going to be a problem for, basically, I mean, the problem is going to be, you're not going to be running Freeze Ayaka, right? And, like, the number one biggest problem you have isn't like running that team comp, because you can if you want, obviously. It's that you would be better off just putting in Shangling there, right? So what you'd want to rather do is a team like this. You get rid of him. I don't know how well built my Shangling is, but hang on, you throw in, even without Bennett, right? Even without
Just
Bennett,
sharpen my spear.
right? Because either Toma is going to have energy recharge issues, or Shangling is going to have energy recharge issues, right? So you're going to be running like 200 energy recharge plus on either one. I think you'd probably want to run something like this anyway, because this is kind of mimicking the original national team, where you're kind of alternating melt and vaporize. This works on regular enemies because when you freeze an enemy and then you melt them, the hydro stays on normal enemies. Now that doesn't work on bosses, so it's not going to be quite as effective here because you can't apply freeze to this boss. But normally, right, you would be applying hydro then cryo. The pyro would melt the cryo, but the hydro would remain, allowing her to vaporize the next hit. So this is what the whole concept of the Chong Yun on the national team was about. So it's not going to work quite as well here, and I'm not going to use Xingqiu, but I will just use Shangling. And just see, like, if we can, most of the time, if we can melt. Why is that thing not breaking? Is this glitched? What's going on here? Why is that not breaking? What? What is going on?
Nice and spicy. You can bully me.
Is it what? Okay, we're gonna redo that.
Rain out. Mine's your fate.
The most annoying enemy, I swear to God. Try that again. I guess this time I'll let the thing break since this is buggy as shit, turns out. How much energy recharge do I have on her? Oh shit, she used that. She has no artifacts on. Come on. Alright, hang on. I took some shit, put it on Hu Tao, I think. Let me put on something. Hang on, hang on. Oh my god, go away. Okay, what do we have that we can put on her? Okay, there you go. I was like, there's gotta be something on her, right? Alright, let's put on... Let's see. Oh, and I put on Noblesse on her. Yeah, she's kinda not doing hot, huh? Let's see, what can we put on her? Crimson Witch, do I have any extra pieces? Yikes. Yikes. You know what? Doesn't matter, just need energy recharge, right? Let's get some energy recharge. That works. Throw that on. And then, what else do we need? Let's take... Whatever, she don't even have a build, just throw on whatever. Do I have an extra pyro? There we go. Good enough. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, I'm gonna drop this again. Oh, I'm gonna make the same mistake. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can melt. Okay, so she's applying too much pyro. So you're getting reverse melt with Shangling. Oh, we didn't mean to kill it. So I think you're gonna need, yeah, I guess you'd really need to use Xingqiu here. So I guess if your goal was forward melting, Toma will forward melt, Shangling mostly applying, unless what you're gonna do is this. Maybe find like a robot or something that I can freeze if there is something. Man, everything dies too quick. I guess take my word for it. So, I mean, everyone is aware of that, right? That Xingqiu can allow Shangling to vaporize. So if you add Ayaka to that, you just you're kind of basically extending the Hydro aura and just makes it more consistent. You'll sometimes melt, sometimes vaporize, but it's almost identical to the Changyan national team, right? Using Ayaka and Shinshu, and that's just better than Toma. So again, if you're using Ayaka and Toma, I would just use Ayaka, Shinshu, and Shangling, right? It's just I don't know what Toma's bringing to the mix there. Any other thoughts on the Toma constellation or team composition? Because I still am a little bit stumped on that because it still seems. Yeah, you could. You get a couple hits of it in. It does seem likely you'd probably alternate it a little bit, right? Yeah. I mean, it's really hard for Cryo to keep up, even Ayaka. But that's the whole point of this. Right? I can show you with. Let me find a robot. Where's a robot? There's a robot over here. Yeah, here. Yeah, and that's ideal, right? Again, if the goal was to have Toma be the one that melts, right? Like, the problem with that, I thought there was a robot here. Wait, no, wrong spot. Where was that robot? Here? Yeah, here we go. Again, the goal here, I'm just going to show you, is that like when you freeze and then you melt, that the Hydro stays on. That's just what I'm going to show here.
Get out of your dream. No, my sword.
So he's frozen.
My apologies.
Get my thing back here. Let me just refinish his health here. I don't want him to die on me. Don't die, robot. Let me get his health back. I realized that you couldn't really see the top of his head. Oh no. Oh wait. I forgot. We have a new practice dummy, right? Can you freeze this big ass thing? Actually, I don't think I've tried. But you can freeze this thing, right? Can you freeze Ruin Graders? Can you freeze this guy? I do not use permafreeze games very often. I think you can, right? Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah, you can. No, this is better than Masanori. Hang on, let me get Diona's.
Take flight.
This is the new Masanori.
Rain outlines your fate. Nice and spicy.
But I guess you can just like see, right? Like I'm alternating just melt and vaporize. And that's without even using Ayaka. I'm just using Shangling as driving Shinshu real quick. Let me now do it with her Pyronado thing. What the fuck was that? Okay. And so this guy just respawns, so you can just keep hitting them. Pretty good. Alright, then we'll do the whole shebang here, okay?
Let me leave you alone. Get them! You're toast! Whirling snow!
Oh, I can't. What? Has he got an aura? Wow, good timing. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on! Oh my god! Alright, we gotta redo that. There's some sort of aura. guess I lied. You can see he's not that much better.
Get them! I'm a rock!
Weird ass status effects. Okay, here we go.
Witness the power. Look at you! Boo down! Take flight! Nice and spicy! My apologies!
Yeah, he gets an aura. What is this? When did he get an aura? This is some special ass ruin grave. You can't freeze this one? God damn it. This game. Just give me a practice stuff. Why do they make it so hard to just try stuff? I swear to God. Like, what does he even have on? It's not. There's no aura. Or like.
Time to act.
It's just. You can't freeze them. It's just an anti-freeze thing. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I think y'all get the point. You got the point. You can freeze, the Hydra stays on, you can melt and vaporize at the same time. Okay. So that's why you'd want to use Shangling in that comp. And I'll actually, I mean, that's kind of the whole point of like using like Hu Tao in the team.
So rude.
For me, I basically have been using this team, but with Mona here and Hu Tao here. Again, it's just so that you can. Hey, what's up? OG, what's up, Bali? We're just practicing on our new friend here. Okay. So okay, now what's another possible Toma team? Because I still want to try. So again, if you really wanted to build DPS Toma, I think you're right that one way you could do it is meld with Ayaka. I just don't think that's good. But you could put Toma here. And you're using Ayaka as a 5-star Chongyun. Which is just, I mean... And look, you actually, if you really want, like, if the goal there is to just main DPS Toma, I mean, just use Chongyun, you know, and then use Toma on the field, and then have him melt his own attacks, right? You could do that. You could do that for sure, right? Because you just throw on, what you would do is... I mean, I guess at that point you might as well put on like an attack goblet on Toma. Or because you're doing, I guess, a mix. But I guess if you're like dedicated to getting Toma on the field, this is
I guess the housework
only slightly worse, right? This is only a slightly worse team. Okay, look, I love Sarah. I crowned Sarah. Although I used Sarah on mobile when I was on vacation, and I swear, I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. It's just too much swapping and it's too slow. Okay, so like what you could do.
Fire it up.
Oh my God! Look at his. This is with 200 energy recharge. Here's actually an interesting side bonus. Hang on, pause. Interesting side bonus to this team comp is the cryo resonance for the crit. If you happen to be running Favonius Lance and you aren't running a lot of crit on him, interesting bonus, right?
Don't get too close.
Just a point of observation.
Ring cutter.
One with my
Okay, so now you could just.
I got you covered.
Now you're doing Toma as the driver. He's melting himself, right? That's what you're doing here. But he's not even melting. He's not even doing every one of them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Moon, what's going on? It looked like he was doing about every other. That was not every single one. Right?
No, my sword! Think you can bully me? Get out of here! Huh? Witness the power!
Check this out. Here's backup. Swift and merciful.
I mean, does that kind? I mean, that like kind of works, but again, it's like every other. That's what makes that like not a super good DPS option, in my opinion. I think that damage is kind of yeah. No, that's what we were talking about with like someone had mentioned using him with like Ayaka, and then using Jesus God, can I get away? Using Ayaka to drive basically Homa to melt, but you'd really only be melting like every other hit, except if you're spamming charge attacks. But then you're like missing procs of his anyway, and so you're maybe melting a higher percentage, but you're just attacking less. I think if you're gonna main DPS Toma, there's really like only one answer, and that is the obvious choice here.
Gonna be epic!
This is what you're gonna do if you wanna, right? If you wanted to do main DPS Tama, you're doing C6 Bennett. I don't know who else goes with it. You want Kazuha?
Want me to come along?
Who's the last one? You missed the proc. Yeah, you missed the proc for sure. So that's what I mean. Like you seemingly melt everyone if you charge it, because her charge attack is super slow. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree that it is iffy for sure. But I think what you'd want to do is something like
Chivalry will never die.
fucking maybe this, like maybe this.
You want me
just
on your team?
Trying to do a Hu Tao thing, but then he's gonna steal his own vapes probably from Xingqiu. Right? I think. But can he even? Can he even? Let's see.
Body and mind. No, my sword.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Ring cutter. I'm going in.
fire it up.
Yeah, this is. That's not good. I mean, look, he's not built, heads up. But yeah, so if you're trying to do that, you're missing procs on his shield. So I would say, unlike, for example, Pyro Rosaria, who is great, Toma fucks up his own reactions. So it's like you need to just run Mono Pyro. So it really seems like what you'd be running is Toma, Xingqiu, Bennett. In which case, why not just run like main DPS Bennett on the field? You know, like
Benny's adventure champ.
or main DPS Jangling on the field. Like what is like Toma's? I don't think his normals are spectacular, right? Yeah, I'm really struggling with Toma here, just to find the team. Still think I'm just gonna stick with Yanfei. I don't think there's like any other, like, what is the... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, again, the reason to use Toma to me is because you like, you like Toma. But like, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like Yanfei more. I also like Xinyan more, so I would both just pick either one anyway. But they also already just exist. So you have more constellations, and then you're not fighting over spears. I mean, yeah. I mean, again, he's not the best in slot for even the Hu Tao team, right? Like Amber is. Well, no, Yanfei, I'm sorry, it needs to be C4. If not Yanfei, then the question is, it's him versus Xinyan. In which case, like, is he that much better than Xinyan? And it's like, not really. Like, Xinyan can do decent damage. If you were using, let's say, this, and then first, Xinyan has 100% crit chance in C2. I'm assuming you love C2 Xinyan. So let's say like
Something. My treat, of course.
let's say we're using Hu Tao. Hu Tao, where you at?
Send one, send them all.
And you're using Xinyan.
Let's jam.
Yeah, there you go. And Xinyan actually has an interesting conundrum also. She also pulses Pyro. So she could also, and one reason why I think like Yanfei can be better in my opinion is that she'll never steal. She'll never steal. Oh, look, Lizard Race. She won't steal the Vaporize. Whereas Xinyan will maybe steal a Vaporize. And again, here and there. But let me show you. Like, there is a benefit to Xinyan. It's really hard to find, like... this will work. So, one of the issues with like the Kazuha like double swirl thing is that what you need to do is quickly apply Pyro. So what you want to do basically is burst with Xingqiu, right? My Xinyan. Look at my Xinyan is friendship level 10, bro. 11 talents. I use Xinyan a lot. She's a good pairing for my hybrid DPS gene. Just a heads up. Probably the best. Let me get Kazuha's burst before I do this, and then I'll show you kind of the... It's gonna be kind of weird because I'm swirling Cryo. Maybe this is a bad enemy to show it on. Oh, I know where we can go. Magu Kinki. Okay, we'll go to Magu Kinki. Here we go. Okay, so what you want to do is quickly apply Hydro and Pyro and swirl it. And Xinyan can do it. So I'll show you here how this works. Okay, so what you're going to do is do this.
Let me weave.
Okay, look, so now we got Pyro. Now we got Hydro applied. And now you can swap the what's her face. So that's how you get the double swirl.
Higher, hands on fire.
And the thing that Xinyan does really well there
Feel the beat.
is she applies an insane amount of pyro, like really quickly, right? Because you need to apply like multiple layers of pyro to get Shinchu's hydro off. And the way you would do it again with Toma is you use his skill and his burst at the same time, I think, and that's enough probably at pyro to do that. But Shinya just does a shit ton of pyro. Like, I'll show you on this thing. But also, she like just does pretty decent.
Into the wind.
Burst damage. Let's see you later, Elo. First, I'll show the burst damage here. Okay. So this is with like no, there's nothing here. There's like 38 or so, and then some pyro on top of that. She also applies. She also bursts like her pyro, like little pulse there, is less than Toma. Also like shorter range. So it's just like, I don't know. I think she's gonna steal way less pyro. Okay.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Let me get her burst back quick.
Wind strike.
It's not insane burst damage, but like, so you did 40k whatever damage with Shinyan. Like, how much damage does Toma do over the course of his entire burst? You know, like, not that much more. And just doing it all at once. It's just, you know. Okay, so like, look, look at this. Completely shred the shield. I mean, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty useful if you're like up against abyss mages and shit, right? Kind of an overlooked quality of hers, I think. Okay. Yeah, so then who else? So that's, Shinyan's an option. Again, so Shinyan is definitely an option here. It's definitely a more straightforward option than Toma. Right? It's like, what? I mean, and also, like, you could throw on Wolf's Gravestone with Shinyan. Or you could even throw on Favonius if you like needed energy for some reason. So you got that. Moon, do you have any other pyro DPS? Like who do you use? I feel like there's like a lot of, like, my struggle with Hu Tao is like, if you have Yoimiya, they fill a really similar role. I think like you can play them differently in that you can use, like, here's my current Yoimiya team. This team doesn't really work well with Hu Tao, which is actually like kind of a good thing in my opinion. Because Yoimiya doesn't need Xingqiu. You could use Xingqiu for like Shangling, right? But you could throw, right? Like you could throw Xingqiu on this team and vaporize. Like you could do it. I just that's why I said the team I've been using is this one.
Pleasure to be working with you.
Good eye.
Because, like,
This is
The
how it
normal
must be.
Hu Tao. Well, I mean, well, if you look at the team, right?
Need my help as usual?
This team I was using was basically it was Raiden and Sarah here, and that obviously is a lot of AOE. But look, I mean, you get Overload and you have Beto. The reason why, oh, you may lose your 50-50. Yeah, but then if you get Hu Tao, then you're definitely not going to get Eula or, well, not definitely not, but like, right, let's say you did get Hu Tao, then you're back on 50-50 for Albedo or Eula. I don't know, I just find Hu Tao kind of replaceable. I know she's like better, but like, I don't think she's like that much better. If I'm running a single damage, like single target damage pyro, I'll just use Yoimiya and she'll drive my official and Beto. Another version of the team I like is this one with Kokami. Where you at?
All
I
is
kind of
accounted
alternate.
for.
So
Let's
Bennett
move
is a
out.
higher damage option, obviously. But this team is kind of fun because what you have is Yoimiya Fireworks team and a Kokomi Taser team on one team. So depending on what you need and what you want, or if you just need to heal, it's a pretty solid team. It'll be a slightly better team when the new artifact set comes out and you're doing some more AoE damage. Right? This is a team that actually, they get a little bit AoE from Beto and Overload, but getting more AoE from the new artifact set would be really good. Yoimiya, Kokomi, and Beto, yeah. It's a lot of healing on that team. But yeah, the reason I put Beto on this team is just because I really like having the stagger resistance from Yoimiya. For Yoimiya, I mean. And then I'm actually running 2 Electro teams. I'm running 2 double Electro teams because Electro characters are definitely the best. Right, like Bennett's an obvious choice. So what are you running? So you're running Kokomi and Chi-Chi would be the slot. Official is a good choice. I mean, like this is a good team right here. Or I recommend this team if you have it. If not, if you don't have official, then Shinshu is a good choice here. It's a lot of hydro, but Kokomi sometimes needs the battery anyway. Frankly, I would say official is a better choice here. If you're using Kokomi, I would do official.
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
You don't have official. Do you have Shinshu? I mean, Shinshu is a good option there. Another option you could run is Toma. I mean, you could run Toma. But that means if you're still rolling for Hu Tao, I mean. He has C1 Lisa. Okay, you could run Lisa. Lisa kind of works. Do you have an Animo? Do you have Venti or Sucrose could work? Yeah, I mean, or Kaz. I'm assuming you don't have Kazwa. Yeah, Lisa's here. Is my healer here. And she'll flex with Thrilling Tales. Lisa is good. Lisa's really good with like Venti. You drop Venti. So I mean, even a good team like this. So a solid team actually is Yoimiya, Venti, Lisa, Bennett. That's solid. Dropping Lisa on top of Venti's Pyro infused Venti, throwing Lisa on top is just insane overload damage. Kiki, Kokomi, and Yoimiya. No, you don't even have like standard banner ones. It says Kichi, huh? Yeah, then let me think here. Okay, so I mean, I still think like Sucrose would be a good pick. Sucrose would help keep enemies together while you're overloading. So a team like this would work.
I can do it.
I would say that's better than Chi-Chi. I frankly would say even Lisa
Keep an eye on you.
is better than Chi-Chi here. Just to get you a little bit more energy for Beto. Lisa's not as good as Fischl here, obviously, but it's not that bad. Jean or Kaching, yeah. Kaching would be hard to fit here. You probably would be fitting her as more of a burst TPS.
Let's finish this quickly.
But that would still be better than Chi-Chi here. You could even throw on like 4-piece Noblesse Kaching, honestly. Or you could do like 2-piece Thundering Fury, 2-piece Noblesse. But honestly, 4-piece Noblesse Kaching works. She's got a short burst cooldown. She's got a decent burst. So buffing that is not bad. You can throw out her skill just to get some particles for Beto. It's not the worst. Again, I think Fischl is better there, but if you don't have Fischl and you did get Kaching, that would work. Honestly, Diona would even be better than Chi-Chi for the shield, so that you can use Yoimiya without having to dodge. Yeah, there's a lot of better options than Chi-Chi. I mean, yeah. Chi-Chi's one of the... Because you have Kokomi on that team, is one of the least beneficial teammates there, I think. Yeah. I actually mained Kaching originally, like at the start. I think my first main was probably Beto, and then Kaching, and then finally Jean. What was I using here? Fischl. Fischl, yeah.
In the name of the
My
princess.
Fischl's not even like super good. But I mean, it's a pretty good team. I mean, this thing's still dead.
Fireworks are gonna get soaked.
Let's
find shelter quick.
I want to do the
We're not going to
I want
make
to
it.
do the event after this here real quick, but show you how fast you can like knock this thing out without even using Bennett.
By royal decree. Eyes on me. Torrent, bring refuge. Time for a light shine.
You can get a couple of vapes in there. But mostly, again, it's the fun of just having the ability to just kind of pivot between an Electro Charge team and an Overload team on one team. I do recommend. Yeah, let's do this event before we call it a night. Let's do this. Let's see what this is all about. I did the first part. Let's see what the second part's about. I think this is tower defense shit. We'll see. Oh no, lizards. I want those for my potions. The other option, right? And actually, Toma with like Yoimiya is good. If you did like a mono pyro, right? You could definitely do. I mean, even that. I mean, you'd want to do like Yoimiya, Kazuha, Shangling, Bennett. But you could do Toma instead. I heard that the new Abyss is going to have mono elements, meaning even Animo isn't included as a buff. So, like, in that one instance, you would use Toma instead of an Animo, maybe. Yeah. Electro Kaching gameplay is fun. I don't like physical Kaching. That's sad that there was a standard banner character that got her own banner and you missed it. Sad that you missed the Kaching banner. Okay, let's knock this stuff out real quick. Yeah, Pyro Kaching is pretty good. But like, I mean, now I have C6 Sarah, so Electro. Yeah, I can show you quick. Hang on. I know I said I was gonna do this thing first, but we can do a quick. We can do a quick Pyro Kaching. Hang on. I think we can make it. But maybe with like what Hu Tao's got on. Let me take Hu Tao's gear. And that. We're gonna steal from her quick. Alright, what's Hu Tao wearing? Hu Tao. There we go. Not a lot of crit rate, but we'll throw.
Shelter quick.
We'll throw some food on. That'll be fine. So I think we want to do a team that's like Kaching.
Let's go. Time is against us.
Probably.
Want me to come along?
For justice.
Bennett. I mean, basically want to run a standard Pyro DPS team. We'll probably get some vapes out of her charge attack. Let me get. Oh, really? Let's let that respawn. Guess I got my burst back in the meantime.
No, my sword! Rain outlines.
The wind knows me.
Okay. Have you respawned yet?
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
There we go.
Time to go.
Let's light it up! Let's light it up! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back! Witness the power of Gurwa! Know my sword! Huh?
Clouds high. The birds.
Let's light it up!
Oh, is it tied too quick? No! Damn it! Okay, hang on. Let's do it on this thing instead.
Let's light it up! Rain
Reverse
outlines
back.
your fate. Let's light it up!
Okay. Watch it be Pyro. I swear to God, dude. It's It's gotta be pyro, isn't it? You know it is. You know what I mean? You know it's gonna be. Aesthetic wise, it's tough. I'm just gonna list a few that I like. I kinda like Kaching actually. Kazuha, like. Jean I like. Interestingly, I think I kind of almost prefer her normal outfit. Eula, Raiden, definitely top tier. Yoimiya, Sarah. Basically all the characters that build, right? I think those are like my Beto. Yeah, Rosaria, along with Eula, both. I think probably that would be like my top 8-ish. Roughly. Not a big fan of these ones. And if you're talking about like effects and stuff, right? Like, I really like the electro character effects. Like Sarah's got like definitely one of my favorite effects. Just the burst, her whole style. Like I just like the whole design. Right in, really flashy, you know. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. It's fucking pyro, dude. Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Oh my god, whatever. Whatever. God damn it.
Rain cutter. Teamwork is dreamwork.
As one with wind and cloud.
With sword comes shadow. Let's light it up. Know my sword.
One with nature.
Let me weave you a web. I'm going in. Don't blink. Let's light it up. Rain outlines your fate. Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
The wind knows me.
Witness the power.
Clouds high. The birds.
Cut to the chase. Incoming.
Anyway, it's something like that. There's a better rotation, I'm sure. But what you want to try to do is, it's just a little bit complicated, because like what you want to try to do is get, I mean, the easy way to be just ignore swirling hydro. So just don't swirl hydro, and just swirl pyro. But whatever, like, you can double swirl with Kazuha. It's a little harder with Bennett. I was trying to like apply pyro, but dropping his burst and thing, but it wasn't enough. Obviously used to doing it with like even just Yanfei, but I think what you want to do probably is just swirl, just infuse Kazuha's burst with hydro, then swap out to Bennett, drop his burst, and swirl pyro with Kazuha because it'll infuse because he's got priority for pyro. Then go to Kaching. Anyway, let me swap my shit back before I forget. What was I using on her? There's not really much artifacts on her. But, okay, hang on. This was... Maybe I'll do this fast. Hu Tao, where are you? Okay. Is that right?
Silly
68,200?
Billy.
That's good enough. So I get a 4-piece. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, this event. Let's do this event. Oh, I guess we could use my Hu Tao team, which was
A pleasure to be working with you.
this.
Is it time for me to join you?
Mona, where are you at?
This is how it must be.
Iona?
The hunt begins.
This should work for pretty much everything, I would think, as a team. Right? Like, kind of got all the bases covered. Alright, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, just missed it. Oh no, what? What was I supposed to do? Oh well, fuck it. Recharge them all. What do I do to it? What am I supposed to do? I need Electro. Oh no! The one thing I don't have!
Shine down. Strike. I swear by my sword. There is no escape.
The wind knows me.
Quiver. No turning back. Torn to oblivion.
Is there even any enemies? Where are they at? Okay. Are there supposed to be enemies? What's going on here? Is this working?
Flash.
Hey, what's up? It's done.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Quiver.
What is this? Is this all there is? Am I doing this right? Okay, I guess so. Alright. Well, good thing I have Electro teams ready to go. Is that so? That's it for that part. Done. So are they all Electro, or is each one like a different element? I missed the tutorial. Someone has to tell me what I'm supposed to do. I'm too dumb. It's all Electro. Thank you. Yeah, freebie right here. I didn't have to kill that one.
Illusion shattered. Flash.
Okay, we got enemies somewhere? What's up, dude?
There is no escape. Quiver. Storm the front.
Easy, okay. Did these get harder? At some point? Oh, you gotta keep shooting, I see. Oh, they all leave a little gauge on them, I see, okay.
Illusion shattered! Into the wind! Clouds high, the birds call! The wind knows me. Flash! Strike!
What? Okay. Not too bad so far. Kinda hoping they'd be harder than that. 2 more though, it can get harder, I guess. Still time. By the way, who is fucking ready for the new energy amplifier event? Does anybody know when it is? I have a sneaking suspicion that it will be at the end with the Edo banner, since the Geo teams were so good in the last one. Like Noelle was like Queen of Energy Amplifier event last time. I gotta just have to believe that they're gonna release another Energy Amplifier event that's gonna be balls difficult, and you're gonna basically need an all Geo team to beat it. And then coincidentally you can buy one on the banner at the same time. I kinda think that's pretty likely to happen.
Flash!
Also, I'm calling it right now. The banner is gonna be
Into the wind!
Freedom Sworn and Broken Pines. The first weapon banner. Someone make a note. Calling it right now. That's the first weapon banner of next patch. Are you curious why? I wonder. So you know they've been doing like kind of like a series of weapons in a row. Like they did all the leeway weapons. Most of them anyway. So they did Elegy. We think they're going to do probably Broken Pines. But there isn't an Albedo weapon, right? Except for what I believe is true. Freedom Scorn was Albedo's weapon originally. So why wouldn't they just release it?
Now you shall perish.
Can I say it? But like, I'll put $10 on it. Pretty sure. Oh my god, these are so easy. God. Alright. One more. Let's knock this out. Wait, is this part locked still? The third part? Oh Oh shit, there's another section, okay. What's up, Ranga? You know, we were just talking about, I don't know if I'm gonna pull for Ito. And I always say that, and then I end up pulling for the character. But like, I kinda just don't want Ito. I kinda want Albedo. I think what I'm gonna do is just pull Albedo and build Noel using the new artifact set. I think it's a good thing, generally speaking. I know that there are like free-to-plays that are like worried about budgeting, but I think like, what's the difference on like not being able to get Eula at the time when like you didn't already think you were gonna get Eula, you know, until next year anyway. So like, if you miss her, like what's different, you know?
Barbados,
The only difference is you get the chance. So basically, you get the option. I think options are good. Generally, I mean, you're just generally getting an option between Eula and Albedo. Well, like, would that make it harder if you wanted to get Eula and Albedo? Right, again, like, that might not be true that it is harder, because it might have been another 6 months until Eula came without doing the system. So, I think it's good, ultimately. Just get, like, more opportunities. I mean, anyone who wanted Ganyu can see, right? That's what I'm saying, like, it does, but, like, it's not, but only because you see that the options are there. But, like, the alternative is, like, you wouldn't have seen Eula, like, you wouldn't have had Eula on a banner for a long time, you know?
illusion shattered.
So it's just like, is that really, like, a loss? If you just get another opportunity?
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
To the fairy.
Like, I know it feels like it is, because, again, you're like, oh, there's Eula. But if that just means that you're getting twice the number of reruns, right? I don't think it's gonna mean that you're gonna miss out on a character, really, because again, it just means that, like, you're just getting an extra opportunity at that character. Which also gives you, like, a little bit of benefit here, right? Which is, like, it's really hard to, like, save all your primos. It gives you, like, more of an opportunity, I think, to go for constellations on them. You know what I mean? Instead of waiting a year for a character, you're probably gonna wait on average, like, 6 months for a character. Right? And that might change in the future, maybe you'll get even more. But, like, I think that's good, ultimately. I also think it's just, like, for the health of the game, it's good. Like, how many people are, like, in a position where they wanted to get a character and they had to wait a year? You know? Oh, yeah, Sarah's busted with this fucking thing. It's wild. I mean, I think this is gonna die too quick to show it off, really. She does too much damage. Wait, so we did that part? Can we do this last part now? Hell yeah. I haven't even done the other event yet, shit. Okay, so we get to kill that robot. I'll show you on the robot. All hail technology. That's interesting. Now, can I finally kill this fucking thing? Am I supposed to use something? Am I supposed to use this thing? Sweet. Why is there a cooldown? God. I'm guessing the last one is like right here. Okay. Oh my god. And then am I gonna have to come back here and kill the thing? Oh my god, are you serious? Okay. So I guess we just probably cast Electro on those things and then... Yeah, okay. Should be easy enough. Duncan is buffing him. Whatever. Not gonna need it. Okay.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds
Quiver! Glory to the Shogun! Inazuma shines eternal!
The wind knows it. Fallen leaves adorn my night. One with nature.
No turning back! I swear by my sword!
Wind strike.
Flash! Illusion shatter!
Okay, so far so good.
Shine down!
Into the wind. Clouds high.
Hey, what's up, cool boy?
Quiver! Now you shall perish! Barbados, guide us!
Wind strike.
There is no escape!
Congratulations on Hu Tao. That's cool, man.
Shine down!
As one with wind and cloud.
You built her up yet?
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! Flash!
Dude, oh my god, I forgot how shitty it was. The Crimson Witch domain is just like one dead set, just makes it half as efficient to grind as the other, like the new domain. Dude, let me show you. Let me show you. Crimson Witch. Like, defense, Geo, Cryo, defense, HP? I mean, come on, man. And then, like, I think I got even more lava walkers. Hang on. Lava. Oh, I just got so many. Defense. Look at that. 4 defense in a row. Look at that. Oh my god. What? Look at that. Look at that. I can't even get lava walker with good stuff. Look at that. Defense, 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 defense. Healing bonus, HP. Oh my god, dude. This shit sucks. Give me decent off pieces even. No, nothing. Just nada. It's just pure trash.
The duty of a Tengu warrior is to watch over the mountains.
Kind of a fun fight.
While that of the Kujo clan is to guard Inazuma. These two are of the same ilk. Shine down!
The wind knows me.
Full fly! Quiver! Wind, hear me! Storm the front! Now you shall perish!
One with nature. Time to go.
There is no escape!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Barbados, guide us! Glory to the Shogun! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Oh, there's enemies over here. Oops.
Strike! I swear by my sword! Flash! Storm the front! There is no escape! Quiver!
What is even hitting me right now?
As one with wind and cloud.
Now you shall perish!
So there's not like a reason to keep repeating this, right? As far as I can tell. Oh, there is. Destroy the weak spots 8 times. Without triggering the self-repair? Does that mean just don't kill it? Is that what that means? Oh shit, I'm gonna do that. And there's bonus places. Okay, so I just knock it out. Alright, let's do that again then. Okay, so just shoot its knees out, don't kill it. Just stay alive. Okay. I mean, is there a way to stun this thing so he's not attacking this thing? I don't understand.
Flash! Illusion shot!
Yeah, how do you protect them? 'Cause like, you can't stun him without killing him, right?
Barbados, guide us. Impossible! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! Go and fly! I swear by my sword!
Well, wait, where is the weak point? There. Oh my god, are you serious? Does he like give you more than a second to see them?
Now you shall perish!
How do you trigger it? But like, so he goes and he attacks them, but you can't stun him, right? Without killing him? Okay, so that was dumb. Okay, hang on. This is so fucking dumb. Okay, so we charge all the things. Got it. Spikes will affect the operation of the anomalous model rune grader. When two of them are activated, he gets attack bonus. Gain a defense bonus. Okay. Like, what are you supposed to do? Just do one at a time? Like, what is the... Is that the idea? So while it's attacking, that's when you can do it? The intent was to do one at a time? What? I don't understand why. Okay, so can't be paralyzed. Doesn't have weak points. Okay. So let's just try this. Just do one at a time and just see what that does.
Shine down!
Wind strike!
Barbados, guide us.
Okay, I'm just gonna like let it attack it, I guess.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night into the wind.
Is he even coming this way? Like, he's just enraged now. What? Like what? Like what? What is this game mode? This is so dumb. Like the things they did to make it less unga bunga like don't work. He didn't attack the thing and he didn't have any weak points. Like obviously I could have just killed him, but like what?
As one with wind and cloud.
Like he didn't a single time did he come to attack this thing. So no, he doesn't do that. Turns out. Just what? So dumb. I think they really could have rethought this thing a little bit, maybe. Again, he's got no weak points, right? As far as I can tell, he's got no weak points. Is his eye weak point? Sometimes it's a weak point.
To the bitter end. I swear by my sword.
But like, I attacked him like twice. It's like, why? Like, okay. Literally, how do you hit that fast enough? Alright, so this is the worst designed boss I've ever seen. Okay.
The upper hand.
This is dumb. I'll just do this the way I was doing it, I guess. It's like only sometimes though, so it's just like, okay. You can't like aim for it, it's just, you just keep attacking and sometimes it'll work.
Adorn my nut.
Strike! Glory to the Shogun! Inazuma shines
Like,
eternal!
how are you meant to disable it without killing it? Like, unless I can shoot them, I literally, I guess here's my problem. I can't disable it without shooting. It's like, but how to phrase this? The only way I can disable it is by just hitting it randomly, which means I have to basically kill it.
Flash! Now you shall perish!
So I guess I just got lucky that like he didn't blow up the thing because I can't really disable him without killing him with any kind of reliability. Because he dies before the weak points get knocked out. You know what I mean? Like, all of his HP is gone. Like, do I need to use, like, level 1 weapons on this thing so I can actually, like, hit his weak points? That was just it, but, like, I hit randomly and just, like, but he just dies.
There is no escape!
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds
Strike! Storm the front! Inazuma shines eternal!
I mean, what is this? This is so dumb. Did I even knock his weak points out once? I don't even know. Right? I can't knock his weak points.
Shine down!
Cause he just dies.
Strike!
Okay, attack it, attack it, attack it. Attack it. Show a leg. Show me a leg.
There is no escape!
Did I get it?
Insolent.
Attack it.
Now you shall perish!
Did I get it? Trying to.
Quiver!
Who knew it would be so hard? Alright, we got it. Well, no, I was trying to get his weak points. So I was trying to let it hit the thing so that it would expose the weak points so I could hit him. But every time I'd go to hit a weak point, I'd fucking kill it. And then he'd go into the reset phase. So I just I'm trying to not kill it. It's so annoying. Alright, but we got it eventually. Alright. What are these? They're just bonus? Let's do these quick, I guess. Yeah, we go here.
The Winter Shogun approaches.
Yeah, it was pretty annoying. I mean, I wanted to do it a couple times. It was alright. It was alright. It could have been worse. I was confused because he kept, like, it was just dying so quickly that I was like, what is it? Alright. I get it. Okay, because I get why you might want to do just one at a time because of the defense. But the thing, like, the defense buff was actually what was, like, making me able to do it in the first place. So I should have just been doing all three. So if you are a whale or whatever, I recommend just do all three. That's the answer. Okay. What's going on here? What? What is this? What's going on here? Is this like a new puzzle? This is one I didn't do? No, this is for the event. Right, okay. Let me put Bennett on. I have a feeling Kakomi is gonna get me frozen. Sneaking suspicion here. Dude, I did not do this puzzle? Am I supposed to use this thing? Bro, what? Shut up. Are you serious? I think... Oh, wait, no, because I hit all four. What? Why? No. There's only 4 of these torches. Shouldn't there be a chest then? What? What's going on here? Yeah, no, I see that, but there is also these torch things. Like, why did the torches not give me a chest? What the I don't fucking get it. C0 Eula is plenty. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Alright. I would say, like, C1 is just a stop on to C2. I think. My opinion.
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Teamwork is trick! Shadow resin.
To ashes!
A festive reprise.
Oh wow, whiff.
Oz, reveal thyself.
I'm going in!
No rest for the weak.
Overload's got some use.
Let's light it
Alright.
up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Wings of darkness.
Power that ended... Let's light it up!
Everybody stand back by royal decree. Fire hazard.
Okay, that works. Do hate Dragon Spine. Also, want to know what happened to those torches. But alright, fine. Where is the last one? Is this the very end of this? Thank God. Okay, I can use different party.
This is great.
Dude, yeah,
I feel
that
so
Dragon Spine
relaxed
thing.
all over. I can almost
Biting cold or whatever. Pretty annoying. Okay. Well, look at this.
Into the wind.
If you have C0 Eula with the tuna sword, like, you're pretty set. I don't think you need C1 because it's really misleading. Again, you gotta remember like what it does. So it's 30% physical damage bonus, which sounds like a lot, but like don't get it in your head that that's a 30% damage increase because it's not, right? That goes along with all your bonus damage. And mine, for example, right now has. So this goes to 129 when I have the 4-piece Pale Flame up, right? So it's not like, so it goes from 129 to like 159, right? It's like a big gap, but it's not like 30% more damage. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's on top of already over 100% physical damage bonus. And that's going to go with, like, all of your other bonus damage and shit, too. So, it's, I don't know what it is. It's probably like a 10% or so damage bonus. Right? It's not huge. C2 is not also gigantic. I actually think that like one of the better things about it is that, I mean, it's a quality of life thing, but you also just get more uses for charge attack, or is that her skill, which just gets more particles, which is more energy, and she is energy hungry. So it's like an extra bonus. Her C2 is good. Like, C1 and C2 are just like a pairing, right? And neither one is necessary. Like, they're both totally fine. Like, honestly, your constellations are good. They're just not like insane until you get to C6. In my opinion, it's like good, but not insane. Her burst, getting +3 on her burst is pretty good. So like getting C3 Eula is a pretty big spike, but it's not like Raiden's or anything like that. You know what I mean? it's not on. It's not up to like that level. So there's like any character where it's like a main DPS, like compared to Hu Tao, for example, right?
Time to go.
Like Hu Tao kind of sucks to play at C0, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think Geo sucks, and I would get Eula. In my opinion. I mean, it's hate to say it, but like Geo just kind of blows. I mean, Eula has a couple of good teams. I mean, like, it's just a fact. I'm sorry, Geo's just not good
Time to go.
at the moment. doesn't mean they're bad. I think I'm gonna roll for Albedo. I kind of like Albedo. I think he's kind of fun. I think you can have fun with him. But but as far as its like damage goes, I just like I got an 880k burst with Eula. She's C3. I got almost 1 million with her, and like that's with a R1 Broken Pines. I can do like 700k with Eula without using Bennett. If you have Zhongli, like that makes Albedo worthwhile. If you don't think you'll use Eula, then don't. If you have Zhongli and you don't plan on using the physical DPS, then yeah, just get Albedo. Because Albedo and Zhongli together have a few teams where they work okay with. But I mean, you could honestly even use Eula, Albedo, Zhongli, and Raiden. That is a team that works, right? So like, they're kind of a good pairing for a banner because you kind of know what you need, like. Yeah, I think Albedo will be stronger, for sure. And I actually think I think Ida will be pretty strong. But the thing is, it's like it will require one team. And I know it seems like Eula teams are limited, but they're really not. So, oh wait, what was? Oh yeah, here. So look at my Eula team, right? You could also run Diona here and leave it as is and use Thrilling Tales Lisa. You could run Fischl, Beto, and Diona. You could run Raiden here, right? Raiden, and maybe you probably throw in Diona instead of Lisa. Right, like there's it'll actually kind of a lot. Oh, you could even do you could do this team if you don't have C6 Bennett.
You want me on your team?
With like
What is the
Raiden or
situation?
Fischl. Like this is probably the highest damage output for Eula, I would imagine. This team right here. Right, where like Eula is someone who's is not using the supports you need, can make her most hyper carry damage team uses Xinyan, probably. She's not gonna need an Animo. Yeah, I mean this doesn't work for me because Bennett is C6. I mean this actually is what I use to get 880k because her burst still does buffed damage, right? It's just her autos. You would still use this team even if you just want to get a burst screenshot with Eula. It's just not as functional otherwise, right? But
I'll keep
with
an eye on
just
you.
this team,
A walk would be nice.
With Rosaria,
Make sure to keep
this team
up.
gets me over 700k. Right here. Like, no Bennett. You know, like, there's actually a lot of Eula teams, whereas your Edo team, your Geo team, is going to be... It's the same fucking 3 people, man. It's... I don't know, to me that seems... I love mixing up my... Look at my teams now. Like, every time you join my stream, I'm going to be using, like, different teams. I very much like mixing up my teams and finding, like, new combinations. Like, this is just like a mono Electro team, Animo, whatever. I mean, it's like... It works because Jean is... Right, I got her C4, so she shreds Animo. I have a hybrid DPS Kazuha, so he's doing decent Animo damage. So if I need to do Animo damage, I can buff my my Jean, do an insane burst, shred for Kazuha, and then after that, right, he's C2, so he's gonna jump twice. It's like basically like a main DPS rotation I just did. And then I have a buffed Raiden who shredded from Kazuha, right? And then I have just like a hybrid physical DPS here for the downtime for Raiden. Like, there's just like a lot you can do with non-Geo teams. Like, Animo is, I think, seen as being comparable with Geo, but this team like just doesn't work the same with Geo. I mean, Zhongli and Albedo here is fine. It's okay, but like, without like the grouping and shit, I don't know, it's just not as good. I don't know, again, to me, like, interestingly, like, Zhongli and Albedo, to me, is a, like, more boring but functional version of my Jean and Kazuha team. Like, my Jean and Kazuha, these two you will always see, I will never move them. This team will always be a Jean Kazuha team, and I will swap out these two. That would be the same way you'd play Zhongli and Albedo, and you would just like swap out whichever team like you want here. The only difference is like Jean and Kazuha are like shredding elements, providing elemental mastery, grouping enemies, flinging them around. That's just like, I don't know. That's just feels a lot better. And then if I wanted to, right, like swirling electro charge, right, procking reactions with swirl, it's all just more than what you get from crystallizing shields. So I think Geo's in a rough spot, personally. I remember really wanting to like Ningguang and just... You come up against one fucking mage and it's just like, oh, that's why I'm not using Ningguang anymore. You know, it's like... What do I think? I do think that it'll be like a support element. I think it'll be mostly like... I think it'll do poison damage. I think it'll be damage over time. I think it'll be like a damage over time element. So the way that like vaporize and melt are like big bursts of damage, I think that it will end up being like poison damage over time. How that will work with the other elements, I'm not sure. Like maybe you would get like... I think that'll be their chance to fix, like, Electro, for example, right? If, like, Electro can then do a similar reaction to Burning or whatever, where it doesn't rely on all the crit damage, you know what I mean? I do think that a poison and, like, damage amplifying element, like, makes sense to me. As, like, a support. Like, I think it'll be mostly debuffs and poison and shit like that. Because that's kind of missing in the game, I think. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not like a huge fan of Zhongli. I honestly could just as easily use Diona here, and it really wouldn't impact my team much. It would actually be better.
Begins.
Frankly, this team is better in my opinion. Just from a like energy standpoint, just really clean rotation. The reason why I have Zhongli here is I literally sometimes want to go mine for ore, and so just having a team where he's on is nice. And then also for like really like the higher end content, like the energy amplifier event or whatever, just having a team that like can't die is kind of nice. And again, like having a Geo for like the random ass occasions where I'm like up against Geo enemies or whatever, it's just like okay to have that there. But really, like it's just not that necessary. Like Jean can keep you alive, Bennett can keep you alive, Diona can keep you alive. I mean, just it's kind of overkill. I don't know. It's good at shreds, but I mean that's why he's like a decent option with that double Geo, double Animo team, right? There's not a lot of Animo shred.
There is no escape.
One with nature.
Blink. Flash. Wind, hear me.
The wind knows me.
Go and play.
Right? Yeah, I mean, you could see it working as basically like a, almost like a reverse Animo.
Quiver. No turning back.
One with nature.
So what I mean by that is like, you know how Animo works, where you apply an element and then you swirl it. What if it just like worked in reverse? Do you know what I mean? So like, what if you could essentially apply Animo, which would be Dendro, and then you applied Electro, and now you're like basically swirling, right? It's spreading, but it's doing like damage over time. I would say that would require the least amount of like creativity to do. I'd also be pretty weak, and I feel like people would probably be pissed off if that were the case. I think people would like it in that it would open up like different rotations where you aren't always like applying an element, going to your Animo, then going to your main DPS, right? If you could just kind of have the equivalent of Animo kind of always applied, that would probably open up team comps, you know? But I don't know. Right? I mean, like, I guess put it like, imagine instead of using an Animo with a Hu Tao team, right? Instead, you applied Dendro and then you used her, and so now what she's doing is like casting and is just burning enemies, right? Now imagine you do like any element, right? Like you apply your Dendro, and now I go to my Raiden. And like as I'm attacking, I'm doing damage over time and amplifying or whatever the Dendro damage over time. Again, it's just like the equivalent of like swirling, but you're making every character swirl by applying an element on top. Yeah, the only problem is that the current Dendro is too limited, right? It really only interacts with Pyro, right? And it really seems like there needs to be an element that has a strong reaction against hydro. Right? Like that element doesn't exist yet. It seems like it'll do damage, like... I mean, that's like the Pokemon elements, right? Isn't like water... Doesn't water beat grass? Which I don't know if that's sensical in any particular way, but... Oh, we beat the event. Is that it for the event? I was like, not really even paying attention. Oh yeah, we did it. Yeah, I could see it being like damage over time, defense down, resistance down. I mean, I don't know. I think they kind of fucked up with the Viridis, like Venerer set by making it resistance down. It's kind of too strong. Yeah, I would like to see more like complicated interactions.
Right.
Hey again, Moon. So alright, we did the event. The event is done. Fucking nailed it, folks. There's only 4 hours remaining. Jesus. I was like gonna put it off another day, huh? Glad I didn't. Who would be better? What team, Moon? Is this on your Yoimiya team? Like Yoimiya, you'd be doing Yoimiya, Chi-Chi. I forget who was it, Beto? Was that who it was? If you're gonna keep Chi-Chi, then I think Mona is better. But like Mona would be better than Chi-Chi. I think. I mean, it's not like great, but like you could do that. I mean, reason being is like there is at least something you can do with that team. If you were to put in Mona, right? I know this is. I'm not going to use them all even, but let me pop in Mona here. Just show you what you can do real quick. And then what's your team? Chi-Chi here. There's at least a couple things you can do with this team. Right? Let me get her burst back. I mean, it's like a really kind of like obvious thing you can do here. It's not like rocket science, but it's at least something. There's a couple of interactions you can do with Mona that would make her okay on this team. And also, it's not that different than you would have with Kokomi. Like you could. I'm gonna say freeze, but I'm not saying like you can perma freeze. I mean, you literally can freeze an enemy. I meant to go the other way. You could freeze enemies briefly if you were, I don't know, like literally like if you were doing like that event we were just doing and you wanted to freeze the enemies for a second, well, whatever reason, to protect something or whatever, you literally have that ability. But where am I? I'm looking for. Isn't there a robot? Yeah, here we go. Let me get my burst back quick. You can do some of this stuff with Kokomi, right? Like Kokomi, obviously you could freeze shit.
Let me scry. Wheel of Hearts.
So you literally can freeze. Like, it won't work super well, but it can buy you time if you're like doing something, right?
One yet.
You like literally have the ability to do it.
Wow.
We've only just begun.
Let me just.
Time for a light show.
Let me just go and kill these things quick. Okay. So here's like an obvious thing. Like by throwing Mona on the team, you can do at least something kind of interesting. It's not like amazing, but you can do this.
Written in the stars.
Wait 2 seconds. Right? That's like an okay thing to have on the team that you can't do right now without having Kokomi. So all I did there was vaporize her burst. Do you know how to do that? We could do more. That was with this. It's just probably worse than if I just used Woodsith. Hang on. Let's see what can we do with just this. Let me get my burst back.
Shadows of fate.
Oh, it's a waste.
Life goes on. Delve into destiny.
It would buy you a second to do a charge attack, so that's something. Do you have 4-piece Shimenawa on who? Or is it 2? Yeah, it can't be. I don't need to be climbing there. Oh, that was way slicker than I planned. Did not mean to do that. But here, let's try this out real quick. So normally you would do this with like a full setup of supports, but you don't like necessarily need to. So alright, you could attack a couple times. Boom.
Decided by destiny.
Burst. I mean, so that's just Yoimiya attack buff. It's almost 300k. So that's without Bennett. There's no Kazuha, Sucrose, no Thrilling Tales, right? So like, just using Mona, right, would be you'd get a step up. You know what I mean? Like you could throw that's why I just threw on Witsith, which will give you big Witsith can give you big damage numbers. With Mona, this is I think more consistent. Lost Prayer. Infinite Stunlock? Do you mean like freeze? I mean, you can perma freeze. Should you cry? No, don't cry, but it would be not the best. I mean, here's the thing, she doesn't really generate energy otherwise, so getting some energy is not bad. Again, if you're gonna use Chi-Chi on your team, right? Like, I would use Mona and just do what I just did. Oh, you don't have... Well, you have Mona. Didn't you ask if you... No, you don't have Mona, but if you did get Mona. If you got Mona, then I would definitely put her on the team instead of Kokomi.
Let me scream.
If you're gonna use Chi-Chi.
Wheel of life, sacred name, fortune for... To ashes! Time for a light show! Delve into destiny!
Man, Chi-Chi's... Yeah. You're gonna want... I really like Favonius on her. Yeah. She definitely needs energy. I guess if you needed like another demo here. Apply Pyro. Burst. Waiting 2 seconds. Fire again with Pyro. It's like a fine combo, you know what I mean? It's pretty simple to pull off. You don't need all the supports. You don't need to do all the fancy shit. But if you got Mona, that makes that like worth it to me, I think, to do that. Jean could work. Jean is better with her C2. So actually C2 Jean with Yoimiya is good. I know you don't have C2 Jean, but eventually if you do, this makes her really good with Yoimiya. But yeah. You got options. I would say that out of all of them, since you already have a heal, you have 2 healers on that team. Getting Mona as a support would probably be your best bet, I think. What was my team again? Official.
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
Yeah, but if she's physical DPS, she still heals enough. Even if you build her as physical DPS. Like, you can't make her not heal. She just heals so much. You, like, really can't.
All is accounted for. Let's move out.
But yeah. Again, I would consider swapping out Official when you get her. You could run a separate team with, like, Chi-Chi as the physical DPS, because you're gonna need 2 teams for Abyss soon. I'm gonna be wrapping up here in a second. I think I need to head to bed pretty soon. Not to bed. Maybe just to watch a movie or something. wind down. But any other thoughts, questions, concerns, relationship advice? I did promise that I would give that out. I like Yukomi. Okay, like, she has kind of good synergy with Yoimiya. Not in the normal sense of, like, an Abyss team with, like, clean and strict rotations. But just from a, like, sometimes I want to shoot Pyro, but, like, look, let's say I run across this guy. Oh yeah, then I mean, if you don't like her, then definitely swap her out with, but like, see here, like, this guy's Pyro, he's gonna pop his Pyro shield, and if I had Bennett, you know, it would just take longer than just having Hydro.
Let's move out.
Manuela is already C3. I don't plan on rolling for C6. So if I roll on one, it'll be Albedo. I'm not 100% sure. And then if I roll on Albedo, I still don't think I will roll on Ito at this point. I think I would just use the Zhongli Albedo team. Probably. How? I don't know. Not sure yet. Yeah, I think I would just mostly just have fun with that. I could think of some meme builds that would be fun. Right? Like, 4-piece Shiminawa. Get the plunge damage. Maybe do, like, Pyro Gene. See if we can get some, like, melts. Something like that. You know, I just think there's, like, fun things you could do with the elevator.
Let's move out.
That's, like, something at least. Ito does not seem substantially better than Noel to me. Again, his numbers will be higher than Noel.
Let's move out.
But there's no way that, like, a full Geo team is gonna be, like, the meta team, in my opinion. So then, like, you're just picking a team that you think is fun. So in which case, it's like, if he plays the same as Noel, then, like, what's the point, frankly, to me? Especially when you need to pull Goro, who does not look particularly cool to me, to be your healer, and he's got to be C4 to do that. Like, I'd rather just use Noel as a healing carry that does nearly as much damage as Ito probably, and then you could just use a more damaging off-field DPS or something, like, you know, sub DPS. Yeah, I'm not really feeling Ito, and I wasn't really feeling Thomas. Feeling like there's kind of a slump here for characters for me. I mean, I really quite like Yoimiya. I like Raiden and Sarah a lot. I do think they have, like, weird and unnecessary parts of their kit that are questionable. Kokumi too. Not being able to move the jellyfish, to me, is astoundingly stupid. But, like, I generally like all these characters. You know, I guess Kokumi is pretty similar to, like, how I see... Like, Kokumi is the, like, Noel, if Child is, like, Ito. Right? Where, like, they kind of both are filling a similar role, but one can heal while they're doing it, while doing less damage. Like, but then you can just put on more damaging other teammates, so, I don't know. I guess this is like a long way of answering that. Like pulling out. Let me put it this way: if you plan on pulling Ito, you should just plan on having or budgeting to pull Albedo. Like if you want Ito, you better be ready to spend a lot of resources to get Albedo, then Ito, then Goro. I guess you could probably make it work with Zhongli, Goro, Ito, and then a non-Albedo fourth, but your DPS is going to be lower.
Weather. Care for a walk?
Yeah.
Let's move out.
I would say definitely pull Albedo if you plan on getting Ito, but again, you're going to be stretched pretty thin, I think. Pretty thin. Alright. Yeah, I think that Ruin Greater Event could be harder. I don't know, maybe if it has more HP in co-op, maybe that could be fun. I think you could even do it in co-op. I'm not even sure. I think it needed like more enemy spawns or something. Like it just needed like another layer on top of I think difficulty. I think, but I don't know. Maybe that would be too hard. I'm not sure. Yeah, not everything has to be hard. It's true. Okay, good. I have 3 days on this. Alright. So I don't have to wait. Does that say... What? I have 2 days left to do this part, but I have 3 days left to do this? So if I just don't do that quest, I can't complete the... Get out of here. Get out of here, game. Alright. 3 days of primos? Do I have to do this every day? What? Is there different primos every day? It's not like in a normal event reward? What? Oh, come on. Does I have to do this shit now? What is, I was gonna skip this shit till the end. I mean, whatever. That shit started when I was on vacations. I just, haven't looked at it at all. Oh, man. Too much content all of a sudden. You know? Oh, yeah, we're skipping everything here. Does anybody care?
Try growing some flowers of your very own.
I do not know. Oh, that was very nice. I got a gift. Do I have to grow them? Am I supposed to send these? What? Jesus, what is this? Plant and harvest 6 dream blooms. Am I gonna be able to do this in time? Don't these take like days to grow? And where are the daily ones? Do I... what? "10 minutes, okay. Fine. Alright, fine. But wait, where did I get the daily primos? Where did that happen? Did I get them? Did I skip it and not, like, realize it? Nice. So I have, like, a ton of primos now. Sweet. And I have these. Okay, so wait, do I have to build a new thing? So if I didn't do that, does that mean it's like gone for good? Let's never get those. Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Use these ones? I'm supposed to plant...
Oh? Oh.
So I guess I just plant this one? I do not know what I'm supposed to be doing here. What is the point of this event? What?
Fireworks are for now, but friends are forever.
So this is today, then what is this? Are these the previous days? Like, what are these two? Well, what does it say today? Like, when do I get these? Are these the ones that I missed by not logging in?
Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute.
And why do I need a wish list? Like, what do I need these for? This is like a co-op thing. Man, what do you do if you don't have friends? You just kinda screwed? Okay. Am I able to build more? Do I need more dirt? Does this have dirt? I still haven't deleted all these fucking people on my friends list. Just been lazy. Still at... how many?
If
56 out of 45.
Why don't I tell you a story?
Yeah. This event... it makes the other events seem good by comparison. This event is really dumb. What? It's like gotcha, but you have to have friends. It's like, can you get the right seeds? And if not, you can trade them. Okay, got it. So you can trade flowers that you get, right? Okay. Well, that's, you know.
Growing some flowers of your very own.
What is this? Really? They really put, like, what is... wild. Wild, okay. And these are the ones that are growing that I can place in like 5 minutes or whatever. Place them in my teabot. Do I have this item? Do I get this item? Like, do I have this now? Maybe I should have read this stuff instead of skipping it. What is this? I don't think so. Oh, you do? Okay, there's the package. Sweet. Cool, I can't wait. They really turned a random furnishing item into an event? This event's pretty bad.
Try growing some flowers of your very own.
Oh, the second level? Well, it's a bummer it wasn't co-op. Alright, then let me get my flowers. It should be done now, right? Has it been 10 minutes? And look, when the energy amplifier event comes out, I'll help everybody through it. If you need help, we'll do some carries if we need to.
If you ever have any questions...
A subspace waypoint? What do you mean? Oh, this thing? Yeah, I have one. I forgot you could teleport to it. No, it's fine. Send him someone else. I don't really need the Primo, to be honest. 1 minute. No, it's just habitual, I guess. I need to get those points anyway. Those coins. Yeah, I know, right? Exciting. Like, literally watching grass grow. Just like... This is the event. This is what we're doing here. Next Genshin event is gonna go. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna be able to color the furniture, but you're gonna have to watch the paint dry on it. Okay, come on. Let me get it. Less than a minute. Let's go. How long has it been? There we go. So, like, I might as well plant these, right? Yeah. Hutao. I don't know, man. I don't find Hutao very fun to play. I'm gonna say I actually don't like Hutao in the way that she's normally played. Right? The like this like just this over and over again, or this like jump canceling. Does anybody want to do this goofy ass shit? Like, who wants to do this? Oh, sure. We can show it. Yeah, hang on a sec.
Something's come.
Okay, so easiest part. You hold it, and you can aim it.
Speed of light.
And there it is. You hit it again, you teleport up, or wherever you threw it.
Try growing.
Okay?
Don't blink.
And when you do that, her attacks are electro. Alright? But there's another way you can use her. So it's pretty fun, right? Like, it's actually kind of fun to, like, traverse with her. Like, that's why she was fun to main for a while. She just kind of fall off damage-wise, but she's always fun to play. Alright.
Speed of light.
You can get your electro flies.
Don't blink. Hey.
Alright. Cancel you and Mia. Right before she does the flip? Are you talking about Kokomi? Or, well, I guess they both do a flip. Yoimiya, you won't do double damage. You typically want to... before she does the flip? The problem is you want to vaporize Yoimiya's first hit, third hit, and fifth hit. So, you typically don't want to interrupt Yoimiya's string. You can cancel it a little early, probably, maybe? But not really. You definitely wouldn't get double damage out of her canceling anything. But I also just think that's wrong. I think you want to get... You are. I'm gonna wrap up in a second here. Just someone wanted to see, like, how, they don't have Kaching, so just
I'll be fine.
doing a little Kaching demo just to show. So again, you can throw it up, you can aim it. That's kind of nice. She doesn't have any, by the way, like, she doesn't have any gear on. Nothing good. Like, what is she using? Two-piece gladiator 2. This is not a good set. Don't use this. Yeah, not a great set.
Speed of light.
So again, so now you see she's electro. You don't have to aim it. Oh, what? I do? Oh, she's 28. You can also just tap it. It'll aim. So just tap it, it aims, and then you can just tap it again.
Got lucky that time.
So that's the electro Kaching, right? Just tap.
Speed of light.
You would normally, actually, I guess I can show you here. The typical rotation you would normally do is... Can you see this? Come on.
Let me scribe.
Let me get his health back. So what you would normally do is... throw. You could just tap it, but you would throw it
Nowhere to hide.
first, and then teleport. And now you're infused. Because look, that's the typical rotation for Kaching. Reason being is Kaching has this talent. When you use her burst, you get 15% crit rate. So you want to use her burst before using her skill. But if you throw the skill, it doesn't do a lot of damage in that process, especially if you aim it. Even if you don't aim it, I'll show you. If you just tap it,
Speed of light.
still waste time before you can actually get your charge attack out. So the idea is you throw it, and again, you want to just tap it. Normally I'm just aiming it. Then you use your burst, and then you teleport. Okay? So you have more uptime on that 15% charge attack. Sorry, crit chance buff. Now that is not the rotation you want to use if you're doing Shimenawa, unless if you're using 4P Shimenawa with Sarah, you can do that. That works. Then you lose a little bit of Shimenawa uptime, but it's not that big a deal. But then, okay, so that is Electro Kaching. Now, the reason why I don't like physical Kaching is because you have to play it a little bit different. So again, when you teleport like this, it's fun. You can aim it and you can do cool things. It's just good mobility. It's just fun to use. But if you're using Electro Kaching, if you're using physical Kaching, you gotta do this instead, which is apply cryo, throw it, but then you have to hold it. And you see how I don't have Electro? Right? The goal here is to throw it, hold the skill, and now he's superconducted.
Finally, no.
So you don't teleport with physical Kaching. Physical Kaching is viable, for sure. Eula is better. I think she's arguably better than Razor, or roughly a tie with Razor. Like kind of on par with Razor, kind of depends probably. Certainly like can be like more fun or whatever, but basically if you hold it the second time when you would sorry, you hold the attack button, not the skill. You hold the skill to aim it or tap it.
Incoming.
But then instead of teleporting, you hold attack, like a charge attack. It'll blow it up. So you have a little bit of an option with Kaching if you don't want it to be Electro. Right? The problem with the Kaching also is that you're using your charge attacks, and they do a lot of stamina, so I don't know. She takes some getting used to. I'll say that. Okay. Is that enough coverage on Kaching? Mona is more interesting, actually. Because right, like Mona does kind of a lot with her burst.
You want me on your team?
Kind of like a lot going on with it. There's... Let me just do like, hang on, hers.
Sounds good to me.
And who do I put in the first one? I guess we could do...
I will lead us to victory.
So like, With Mona, there's a lot more going on. And like Kaching is, there's a lot you can learn with like rotations and shit like that, but it's not that much going on. Whereas I think Mona is more interesting because you can use her as a burst DPS or a support. Jesse gets Chi. No, they're all the same. There's a website called Genshin Impact Wishes or whatever, and you can see that it's all pretty much the same.
Let's light it up! Shadows of fate!
The wind knows me.
I'm going in! Let's light it up! Decided by destiny.
I guess I didn't use Sarah, but
Let's light it up!
so you see, like the reason why that works is because Mona applies Hydro twice. Like there's just like a lot going on, right? So it's got a buff. It can do, and that was without using Sarah, right? That was just Kazuha and Bennett. I don't even know if I had Kazuha's buff actually. It was going kind of slow. I guess we could try it. Let me see if I can get Sarah's buff. Maybe there's an easier buff. Who else could I throw on here? Yeah, it's a little bit of a tight rotation, right? Because I gotta get, it's only 6 seconds, so yeah, it can be done. Okay, hang on. It can be done. So I need to do, well, first let me get their burst back. Let me get Mona's burst.
Let me scrub!
Wind strike.
Let's light it up!
That should do it. Let's have Amber. Maybe Amber will be easier. I'm gonna use Amber.
Leave it to me. Get him!
Wind strike. Time to go.
Okay. Amber does have that. Okay. May as well go all out here. Let's do Widsith. And then we'll food up.
Let's light it up!
Oh no. I just screwed this up. I need to have her on first. Hang on. Forgot about Kazuha here. I'll go back to this one here. Is that the final session? 50? Or is it 55? Nice though. Congratulations. Basically beat the game. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Okay, perfect. He is back up. Test for beating Masanori. Oh.
Delved into destiny.
One with nature.
Let's light it up. Everybody, no escape. Fate is upon you. Let's light it up.
Oh, no crit!
We go.
No crit! No, that'd have been like 500. God damn it. Oh, sorry, I'll get my burst back and we'll do it again.
Adventure time. Let me scribe.
Into the wind.
Didn't fucking crit. Can you believe it?
Let's light it up.
Yeah, we'll do Masanori after this. Let me get a crit here, and we'll do it. Just gotta get my crit, you know. Oh, you just want to get 1 to 2 damage ratio. As close as you can. Attack, you want enough. I mean, this is pretty close to ideal stats, except for energy recharge. You want a little bit more, but I run her with Raiden usually. But now I'm running her with Bennett and Electro, so it's still plenty of energy. But, I mean, this is pretty good right here. If you can get, 60, 120 is still fine, honestly. Like, you know, like, if you can get, like, 60 to 70 crit and, like, over 150 crit damage, you're, like, pretty solid, I'd say. She scales with crit rate, I think, which helps. Alright. Yeah, you're pretty close, right? 50, if you like 50 to 100 crit, like 50 and 100 is kind of bare minimum. Yeah, you want to get a little higher in the crit damage for sure. Yeah, if you can get... Do you have a crit rate circling on? I mean, that's probably worth it. 20 attack is not very significant. If you run her with... I know you don't have Bennett, but if you get Bennett, then attack is kind of non-issue, frankly.
The wind knows me.
I mean, if you just give him a good weapon, it's like all you need. Wish you could just make this thing respawn. Alright, let's see. Is it back yet? You should use... What is it? What are the rates with and without? With crit rate and with crit damage? Alright, let me get this thing quick here.
Let me scry.
Into the wind.
No one escapes my sight. Teamwork is dreamwork, decided by destiny. Let's light it up.
No crit again, are you serious? Oh my god. This game. Killing me, bro. Yeah, that would be like almost 500 probably. Killing me. Yeah, then put the crit rate on. Oh, well, look, you get it. It would have been like 500k. Okay, fine. It's not that high. Although it's actually interesting. There's kind of an interesting bonus enemy, because actually, for those who don't know, there's a secret here. Not a secret, but it's a... So there's a...
Off we go.
I can't believe how fast her... Why is she getting her burst back so fast? 219 a year? I guess we'll do it. So, for those who want to get a good burst on Mona, there's actually an easier way, and I should have just been done. I should have done that the whole time. I'll show you here in a second.
One with nature.
What are you doing? It's getting worse. Just go back to the 41. Go to the 40. So an easy way to know.
Let's light it up.
An easy way to know. Jeez. Is to multiply the decimal of it. So what you would do is multiply 1.27 times 0.31 and you'll get a number. And then multiply the other one by the same amount. Like the same, like crit times the crit damage. Whichever one is higher is going to be the better one. Okay. So I'm going to go to this thing over here real quick. I'll show you. I no longer have my food active. I'll at least throw the food on here. I had potion on too, but we won't have the potion, but we will have food. And we will have a bonus 200 elemental mastery. So what we're doing here is getting that.
The wind knows me.
Let's light it up. Going in. Let it rain.
Clouds high. The birds.
Written in the stars.
I didn't even see what it was. God damn it. God damn it. Let's just say it was 1 million. Oh boy. So what I was doing there is trying not to pop her bubble, which I didn't actually, but can't really see. With those shield guys, you can use Kazuha's burst without popping her bubble, which if you happen to be using C2, or you like want an easier Mona setup, you no longer then have to worry about the like applying pyro at the right time. As long as you have constant pyro applying, it'll be fine. Let me put my normal weapon back on. That's better. Oh, I was gonna give you tips on Masanori. Do you still want tips on Masanori? There's really only a couple before you start.
A pleasure to be working with you.
Happy to give you a couple.
Oh,
I'll go there real
time
quick.
for me to join you? Need my...
Okay, I'm gonna go to Masanori. There's really just a couple things to know. Oops, passed them. So like one, you want to have a team that can do like 2 rounds of burst damage. That makes sense? Or like just consistent burst damage. So here would be like an example. Like, so the one issue with the Eula team would be if it was only set up to only be able to do 1 burst, you have 2 phases, so just keep that in mind. So like looking at like this, right? This is a really good sustained damage team, so this could work. Okay.
You want me?
What? What's happening? What? Yo, what? Okay. What the fuck was that? What? What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Okay, alright. Yeah, all the Oimiyas were summoned at once. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, you have like, oh yeah, you're using Kokomi. Let me use Kokomi. Okay, this will work.
We'll need a strategy.
And you're using Beto. And you're using Chi-Chi. Now, Chi-Chi's not built.
Here.
But Chi-Chi really won't be doing any damage here. But we'll just use your team. I'm not gonna really use Chi-Chi because she's not really doing anything here. I'm gonna use mostly, I need Kokomi's burst up real quick. Let me get her burst up. So you wanna start, first step is start with your burst up. So get your burst up.
Rebuild.
Next I can show you a couple things here. So one, if you stop attacking him, you see how he just healed himself?
This will do.
So that's something. If you need to keep hitting him.
Allow me.
See if we can get him to block.
Cheap tricks.
Yeah, here. Oh. Oh, you have a new lineup. Alright, what's your new lineup? I'll use your lineup. If you see him block like that, you need to stop attacking him and wait till he stops blocking or move behind him. Or sometimes with heavy attacks and like overload, you can stun him. Yoimiya, Kokomi, Beto, Noel. Okay. I guess I can throw Noelle on. I don't think my Noelle's gonna do anything, but where's she at? Jesus. She's like the hardest to find character. Where is she? Jesus. Okay.
I will protect you.
My Noelle has no artifacts on. I'm just gonna just so she looks the part. We'll just throw her in there for now. Yeah, okay. We're not going to use her much, though. I'll show you what we're just going to do with this. We're going to do... We'll drop her shield. Then what we're going to do is drop the Comey.
Fire hazard.
So all we want to do is kill him as quickly as possible. You see we're getting vaporized because of that? Now, there's that. I'm going to be ready with Beto.
Power that ended. Billowing surge.
And now I got Kokomizer, so...
Time for a light show.
Oops.
Rest and
No, I
renew.
don't. Somehow I swapped characters. My bad. I must have hit the wrong button or something. How many times do you don't have to kill him? You like what? Oh, I think it's like 3. Should be about the same fights. I think it's the same, right? Let's see if we can get, like... Let's just look at his moves.
Leave it all to me.
So you see the first thing he's going to do is he's going to slash at you. So just be ready to, like, block or dodge that. Let's see if we can get him to block. Okay, see this? You can have him stuck like this forever. You don't want that because you're timed. So, like, don't do this. Don't do what I'm doing. Instead, you can stop or move behind him and then hit him. And he's gonna, you see that? He's gonna be a horizontal slash. Yeah, or you can just iframe it. See, that's the heel when he stops like that. This is gonna be a vertical slash, right? You can see he's gonna either do a horizontal when he grabs his hip. Let's see if we can get, like, any other moves. This is like a long ass chain of attacks, you know. Nothing that crazy here. Again, the big thing is like to see how like I keep attacking. If I just keep attacking, he never stops blocking. This is like the big thing right here. To not do this. So stop, move behind, and then hit. That's like really the biggest thing, and then wait for that, and you see that.
Allow me. Eyes on me. Fire hazard.
This will do. One strike.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
I know, I was literally nothing on. Okay. So what's the part that's like causing you trouble though with them? Is it just killing them fast enough? Again, I think the key there is to have like just basically just kind of have like 2 things set up, right? Like you might want to change your team up even if you have like a burst, like 2 different bursts. You know what I mean?
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
Yeah. Like a team like this would actually probably be pretty good. I think. I think you might be good with Kokomi.
Take flight. Got me
Because
that
Kokomi
time.
does a pretty decent amount of damage.
Sakura swirl. Huh? Shadows of fate. Whirling snow. Scratch.
Instead of Noelle, anything that does more damage.
My apologies. Look at you, Bootown. Think you can bully me? Delved into death. Whirling snow. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you have even like Fang Ling, like anything you might have built that does damage, really. It's all just timed, right? So like, and again, if you're not damaging him, what he'll do is he'll stop and he'll heal. So having a team with like a bunch of healing on it is gonna be tough. Tough. Alright, let's see if we can get this pretty quick here.
Think you can bully me? Scratch. Diana special. Fate is upon you. Kami-Sato art. Sumetsu. Higher, hands on fire.
Ah, missed it. Okay. Damn it.
Shake it and stir. Shadows of fate.
Gotta time that out.
Fight. Think you can bully me? Huh?
I'm ready.
Delved into depth. Think you can bully me? Think you can bully me? My apologies.
Well, you can co-op it.
Is it?
Oh, what?
Yeah! This isn't good!
That seems better, I guess. Alright. What you had before, probably. Can't remember who you had built, but yeah, I mean, I think what you want to do is probably, if your Kokomi's built, just swap them out. Just like, right? Just I just won't use Fishmail here, but because if you swap from Yoimiya, Burst is almost up. So what I think you're going to do is stop for skill.
Fuse is lit!
The Kokomi should be able to see how that he was blocking it, flipping around him. Use her burst.
Torrent, bring refuge! Hold the line!
seems like Kokumi can mostly handle it. I don't have Beto active, I didn't have her burst ready. So if you had Beto, I'd say your Yoimiya is better able to probably take the first half out. You might want to use Beto with Kokumi. Honestly, Shinshu or something. Like, Beto's single target damage is not, like, super great. She's good against multiple targets. Against just a single target, she kind of falls off a lot. Compared to, say, Fischl. Yeah, Fischl just zaps the shit out of this guy. With Beto? Or who? The only person you have that seems reasonable to use 4-piece Gladiator on is probably... I mean, these aren't the best sets, but Chi-Chi or Noelle could use those sets. Not like their best sets, probably, but they could run them.
Fire hazard.
But there's just not very many characters where you need 4-piece gladiators. Like, a lot of them you just use 2-piece gladiators like this. You know? Let's try that again.
Hold the line. Power that ended Python. The fuse is lit. A festive reprise.
If you happen to have 4-piece emblem, it's good on Beto. You could use 2-piece Crimson Witch, 2-piece Gladiators. It's pretty easy to run. Kokumi, you want... I mean, 4-piece Heart of Depth is a little bit more finicky to use. I would just say you could use, like, 2-piece Maiden's Beloved, 2-piece Heart of Depth. Probably would be the easiest set to use on Kokumi. Noelle, I can't remember. I guess Noelle, the way you're using her is just a shield. I mean, you can just run anything with defense on it. If you were using her as a carry, you'd run, like, probably Retracing Bolide on her. But you could, if you have 4-piece Gladiator, you could probably run it on Noelle. I think it's not her best set, but don't farm for Noelle right now because her best set will be out next patch, so just don't spend any new resources on building her artifacts. You know what I mean? Same for Chi-Chi. I know you built her as physical DPS, but her best set's going to be coming next set probably. Also will probably be the new healing set. So, like, you know, don't spend any more resources on those two, I would say. But yeah. 4-piece Gladiator is a little hard to get a good set on. So there's just not many characters that need it, and not very, like... Yeah, it's not very common to use 4-piece Gladiator, frankly. I mean, most characters that would want that set would charge attack instead of normal attack. Not a lot of characters like normal attack that are melee. I mean, I guess you could could use Kaching. You could... Yeah, I mean, Chi-Chi's charge attacks are pretty bad, so you could use that. Yeah, any physical DPS is going to want to use one of the other sets. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's just not very many characters that use 4-piece. Again, unless you already have it and you don't want to spend resources. Yeah, hopefully you get Mona. Again, Mona's like, I will say this, Mona's kind of complicated to use. She can be. She's a good support and a solid burst DPS if you know how to use her. She could be an on-field still at C2, not great before then. Yeah. I mean, for you, just because it seems like your limitation now is just needing more damage. Even though you don't need another Pyro DPS, it wouldn't hurt you to get one, for sure. Honestly, if I were you, I'd just run Yui, Mia, and Hu Tao on one team with Kokomi. And that would be better than running, like, Chi-Chi on it. Because at least you'd have some extra burst DPS. Alright, folks, I'm going to call it a night there. Again, hopefully you get Masanori beaten here. If not, next time we do a stream, if you're on, we can quick knock him out and call up. But yeah, I think you can get him. You just need to be ready again, because don't burn all your bursts on the first half, right? Make sure you have damage for the second half. And don't waste your damage on like when he's invincible for a few seconds there. Cool. Alright. Farewell. Good night, folks. See ya.